Hey.
Yep. Y'all already know what it is. I mean, at this point, we really don't even need to introduce it. But since it's been a little bit,
It's been a while.
might as well. As always, it is your boy, the bad guy, P Mac.
Hey, and it's your boy, the Walking Holiday He-Man.
I know y'all missed us.
Yes.
I know. It's been so much shit going on. So much shit.
A lot. A lot.
But we always coming back.
Like a
We're
boomerang.
always coming back. Just like how y'all always go back to that nigga that ain't shit.
That part.
We're always coming back.
Yes. Like a boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
They miss us the first time, but that second time, your ass is ours. Just like now. So, sit back, relax, get your favorite drink, dessert, popcorn, whatever, and come along for the ride. We got something special for y'all.
Most definitely. Shit. Hell, let's just jump right into this shit.
Let's do it.
The biggest topic going on right now, playoffs.
Yes,
NBA playoffs.
correct.
Last I checked, Milwaukee was beating the hell out of them. Yep, and they won 125-91.
Damn. Did they even show up?
Don't look like it.
Did they? I don't think Atlanta. Either they didn't get no sex, they didn't get no fucking going on before the game, or they got too much and just weren't able to perform when they needed to.
If I had to take a guess, I'm even looking at the stats. All I looked at was the score. If I had to take a guess, I would bet Drew Holiday put the clamps on Trae Young.
That could be a possibility. That could be a severe possibility because when Trae Young struggle, the whole team struggles.
Yep.
So I could see that being the case.
Yeah, these playoffs have just been a fucking roller coaster, man. Like when this season first started, I'm sure we all could have predicted one of the Final Four teams
Right,
being the Clippers.
right.
Then as the season went on, it was like I don't even know if the Clippers going get to the
Pull it
fucking
off.
Western Conference Finals
Mm-hmm.
after a while. So I was like, I don't know, but the other three, nobody picked Atlanta, Milwaukee, maybe. I'll give you Milwaukee,
Right. But Phoenix?
but Phoenix and Atlanta,
Hell
I don't
no.
think anybody picked them.
Hell no.
Because am I surprised by how well Phoenix is playing? No, because we got the first glimpse of that in the bubble last year.
Right.
And ain't no. We got the first glimpse, and that was without Chris Paul too. So I'm not necessarily surprised.
Gotcha.
I'm more surprised by all the other teams
True.
that were stinking up the joint,
And then,
and then having to deal with people sitting out because of COVID protocols and then
Right.
all the injuries that happened. I'm more surprised by everybody else. Extremely surprised by Brooklyn,
mm-hmm.
even with no Kyrie and a hurt James Harden.
Bro,
I'm surprised by that collapse.
yes. Very much so. Because what happens, and Kevin Durant played his motherfucking back out. Like,
Mhm.
for real. He, played every minute of the game and put up 40 plus, double digit. He did all that he could do.
He did, but
Mm-hmm.
you said all he could do. That's where I got to disagree with.
Okay, what more could he have done, in your opinion, in your eyes?
I agree with what Scottie Pippen said
Was it? Oh, he not LeBron?
about. Let's take LeBron out of this.
Okay.
Because I know how you people do not like talking about LeBron. Don't like hearing anything about LeBron. Let's take LeBron out of it. Kevin Durant doesn't know how to be a leader.
So that means what you're saying is he can elevate his game, but he can't elevate others.
He can't.
Gotcha.
The situations he has been in
Mm-hmm.
where he could prove that he could be a leader,
Mm-hmm.
he's faltered.
Yeah.
He hasn't gotten the job done. Case in point, first time OKC got to the finals. I get it. They were young.
Right.
Fine.
Right.
Whatever. But he was still a leader on that team.
Mm-hmm.
Or should have been a leader on that team.
Okay.
Fast forward a couple more years. They're up 3-1 on Golden State. He's got a chance to lead
Right.
and give us Durant and Westbrook versus
Right.
that I
Golden
think it was
State.
the Miami team.
Yeah.
Or was he on Cleveland? Whichever one.
Mhm.
I can't remember what team he was on then. But we should have gotten that.
Right.
Down
Yeah.
up 3-1 on Golden State.
Got hogged
You
down.
lose.
Got hogged down.
Then what does he do? Goes to Golden State where he doesn't actually have to be a leader. All he's got to do is go score.
Right.
And that's it.
That is.
Then leaves Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
Goes to Brooklyn.
Right.
Has a chance to be the leader of a team again.
Mm-hmm.
What happens? They get Kyrie and James Harden.
Correct.
Crisis averted again. He doesn't have to be a leader. Kyrie Irving, who has more PPTO than anybody in the country.
Right.
Sitting out again. James Harden's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's in position again where he can lead.
Right.
He didn't do it. Y'all could throw all the garbage stats at me because apparently, again, the guy I'm not supposed to mention. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I know how y'all don't like fucking hearing about LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Every fucking body does not like hearing about LeBron. Some of it warranted, but a lot of the criticism he get, it's unwarranted, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's rewind back to 2018.
Okay. 3 years ago.
When Cleveland got swept by Golden State.
All right.
A Golden State team that had a healthy Curry, Thompson, Green, and Durant
Right.
on that team. LeBron probably shouldn't have even made the finals.
Mm-hmm.
They led another team.
By his loss?
Yes. Another team
Mm-hmm.
that had no business even being in the finals.
Right.
Got swept. Look up the numbers LeBron put up in that series. They're comparable to the numbers that Durant put up in this series. After that series, all you heard was LeBron shit the bed. LeBron couldn't even win a game.
Yep.
Durant puts up similar numbers. Goes 7 games.
Right.
In conference semifinals. Not even conference finals.
Right.
Conference semifinals. The second round of the playoffs. He puts up comparable numbers. They lose.
Right.
What do we hear? Oh, Durant carried the team. Oh, Durant, amazing performances. Durant, he put the team on his back. He did everything he could. Fuck that. Durant shit the bed. Steve Nash got out-coached. And I don't want to hear that bullshit.
Say no
I don't
excuses.
want to hear none of it.
At all.
Y'all can say, y'all can try to spit all the bullshit y'all want about Durant is best player in the world. And to some, he might be.
Okay.
I still think that title belongs to LeBron. Why? Because he actually makes people better around him.
Can't argue with you on that. Can't argue with you one bit on
I
that.
call it like I see it.
That is a damn
And
good
I
point.
refrain from arguing with all of you fucktards because I can't stand ignorance.
Okay.
And I am way too passionate about basketball to lose brain cells arguing with people that don't know basketball as much as I do.
Okay.
I'm way too passionate about the shit. So I don't even fall into that trap. I just let all of y'all talking sound stupid.
But P-Mac, they're internet coaches, though. You know, they play NBA 2K and all of that. They got to figure it out. They know how this system's supposed to work. Not buying
No, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying. These are the same motherfuckers that all of a sudden are saying Ben Simmons is trash. Ben Simmons has been in the league 4 years.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-Defensive Team.
Okay.
What about that is a trash point because he can't shoot? There's a lot of guys in the league that can't shoot. There's something deeper here.
Think it's mental?
Definitely. Whether it be a confidence issue or what. Now, it did come out that apparently it's from a very reliable source. It came out that Ben Simmons doesn't like to listen.
Okay.
He's hard to coach.
Huh.
And he gets extremely babied.
Oh, see, that's
And
a
that
cocktail.
everybody in his camp is either family or people really close to him. So that tells me he's got a lot of yes men in his camp. So you partner that with 4 years. We've been talking about this. He came into the league, stud,
Right.
stud at LSU, stud at Mount Verde Academy in high school, stud. I'm not putting him on the same level as LeBron, obviously, because LeBron is a once in a generation talent.
Facts.
But he is of that LeBron archetype.
Okay.
When he came into the league, he was referred to as LeBron without a jump shot. And if he gets that, then he's going to be extremely solid.
Right.
Having got 4 years, we're still talking about the same thing. He can't shoot free throws.
Mm-hmm.
He can't. And it's to the point now where it's like, it's not even that he can't shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
He won't.
Right.
He won't shoot them.
At all.
And before, there was a time when because you can't score 18 points a game during the season, and then you get in the playoffs and you're only averaging 4 points a game, taking 4 to 5 shots. You can't do that.
Right.
That tells me, given some of the history that I know, in combination with him being a yes man, what that tells me is that, number one, he's not working enough, possibly even at all, on his jump shot. He's just content with where he's at.
Right.
But also, from what I know, the Philadelphia organization is not necessarily one that's really big on player development.
I can believe that.
So it's almost a recipe for disaster, almost, because he's your primary ball handler.
Right.
And with the report coming out that Philadelphia has no intention on trading him, there's really only one way to fix this.
What is your thoughts?
If he does not get a reliable jump shot or improve his free throw percentage, there's really only one way to fix it. You have to get a point guard, an actual point guard,
right,
that can shoot the ball consistently and actually play Ben Simmons at the 4. You can't play him at the point guard spot.
Right.
Because if you're going to play him at the point guard spot, then you got to get him out of Philadelphia. Because Joel Embiid ain't going nowhere.
No, not at all.
And he's a more traditional center. Yes, he can get out and step out and shoot the 15, the 20-footer, or the 3-ball. He can hit. He can step out and do that. But he's a more traditional center.
Right.
He works right in the paint. That doesn't work with a point guard like Ben Simmons.
Correct.
Who a majority of his points,
pretty
much all of his points, come within 10 feet of the basket. Having a center like Joel Embiid is not going to work. A tried and true center that is proven, that damn near almost won the MVP, he ain't going nowhere.
True.
So if you're going to keep Ben Simmons, you have to play him at the 4, because right now, Ben Simmons basically, ain't nothing but a supercharged Draymond Green.
In a nutshell.
That's pretty much all he is. You got to play him at the 4. You can't play him at the point guard spot. Does not work.
Could he thrive at the 4?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. You get him with his back to the basket, posting guys up. He's 6'9", 6'10". He's going to be bigger than a lot of 4s.
Right.
And that's where majority of his points come from anyway. I think he could thrive in that role.
Right on.
You can get him in that high post maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Have him initiating certain sets, maybe a horn set.
Okay.
But get him. It's not going to work unless if he's playing a point guard spot. He could thrive somewhere else, because the type of center that he would need for him to be able to play point guard is a stretch 5.
Somebody that's out there shooting threes, long jumpers.
He would need to be somewhere like Chicago with Vooch.
Right.
A 5 that could step out and shoot that. Not so much Dallas, but with like a Porzingis type player.
Right.
That can shoot. That's the type of 5 he needs to be around. Embiid doesn't, 80 to 90% of his offense, when it's run through him, Right. 80, 90% of that is within 10, 15 feet of the basket.
Wow.
He can get out there and hit it, but that's not his game.
Right.
That's not where most of his points come from. So he needs to actually play with a stretch 5 for that to work.
Just like that.
If they don't, then they have to play him at the 4, or they got to get him out of there.
Right.
That's the only solutions. If he is not going to work on his jump shot, and Philadelphia being lackluster when it comes to player development, if they're not going to help him, then It's a recipe for disaster.
Just like that.
They can do with it what they want, but that's P-Mac's take on that.
Understandable.
Shit.
Coach Mac. Daddy Mac. Just like that.
Don't start. Don't start that shit.
I'm just saying.
Don't start.
Not like that, huh?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Shit. Anything else on sports before we get into some real shit? I got a couple of topics here. I can't think of anything else really on sports. Coach K. Coach K's hanging him up after this year. I'm not really surprised about John Shire. They have been grooming him to be the next coach at Duke. So I'm not surprised at that. But you talk about probably the hardest college basketball head coaching job to step into.
Mm-hmm.
Duke is definitely the hardest one.
Right.
I mean, it's the equivalent probably of whoever takes over for Gino Auriemma at UConn after he.
Right.
It's that
legacy.
It's that level.
Right.
And I think he's going to be all right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he does a great job recruiting. Like,
Okay.
he recruited, Cam Reddish. I think he recruited Zion,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken, too. A number of players within the last few years. And I mean, so I think he's going to do all right. I really think he was part of that 2010 national championship team.
Right.
So he has experience as a player under Coach K.
Right.
Now, as a coach alongside him, I think he'll be all right. So
They're in good hands, you feel like.
we'll see how it goes. I hope we can get numbers. I hope we can get number 6 for Coach K this year before he leaves.
That would be
That
dope.
it'll be the most amazing story ever.
Do you guys have the team to do that?
I think so.
Think so. To get that and then ride off into the sunset.
We have a way more balanced team than we did this past season. This past season was a clusterfuck.
Okay.
This season, way more balanced.
Mm-hmm.
We always got to punch his chance, you know what I mean?
There you go. That's all it takes, especially once you get in a tournament.
Yeah. Shit. So, yeah. You got any topics you want to jump into?
Nah, man, I'm going with you. I'm trying to think.
All right, because I got a few little shits. I mean, even when we're not recording, I'm still looking up shit, you know what I mean? For y'all, you know?
So you can never say we don't love you. May not care about you.
I really don't. But let me see. Where was that? Fuck. I hope I didn't delete this shit.
No worries.
Oh, no, here it is. I think. Okay.
What you got?
So, in my notes, I had it written down.
Okay.
Taking initiative when it comes to dates.
All right.
So, I screenshotted this off of Twitter a while back.
Right.
This young lady posted, so I met this guy yesterday. We talked for a bit. I gave him my number. The first text he sent to me this morning said, Friday, 7:30 p.m., dinner at blank. I made the reservation. She said, I am shook. LOL.
Okay.
The comments is why I wanted to bring this up.
Talk to me.
This comment right here. Meanwhile, the girl that posted this, she was excited about it, that the amount of initiative
Right.
to it. He just said, boom, Friday, 7:30, I made a reservation, boom.
Right.
Cool. This young lady commented on here. It said, the fact that the guy didn't ask if is a huge no for me. It might seem cute he's invested energy, but it could be, let's see if she has boundaries energy. It's not cute and is border authoritative, in my opinion. Your thoughts?
I have to disagree with this young lady because, first of all, most of the time guys don't even think that far ahead when we finna do some shit like that.
You ain't lying. That you can go kick rocks barefoot.
You know what I'm saying? We're not finna sit, let me see if I can push her boundaries. No, for us, it don't dawn on us until later on after we push them. We're like, oh, well, damn, I did this and she did this. I did this and she kept doing this. Did that. I want to shit. Maybe I can, but out the gate to just be like, oh, let me see if I can push her boundary, see how far I can go. No, not at all. For the most part, we just like, all right, well then shit. I mean, I get it. Some women like to have input into what the first date is going to look like, where it's going to go, because what happened if she may not like this place. But who is to say that he did not get enough information or heard in passing or whatever that this is a place that she wanted to go? He took out all the guesswork. He took out all of the prevented her from having to do mental gymnastics. What they did was shorten the menu down for her. To, okay, I just got to be ready at this time and wear this. Boom, which means she could just focus on what they do when they get there and get out. Not where are we going to go? What is that going to look like? Who's going to pick who up? Da-da-da-da. No, he was able to shift her focus strictly on enjoying what to wear, what time, and how to enjoy the date. So, granted, I understand it. Like you talk about, choice is very powerful. However, in some instances, some cases, taking a man that's authoritative, that takes the lead, takes the bull by the horns, can be very beneficial.
And then here's the aspect that I don't think I even saw anybody really bring this aspect of it up. Okay. But the fact that, and again, I'm only going off of what she wrote. It could have been more that he wrote. It could have been more that they talked about. Fine, whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm only going off of what she wrote on that post. It said, Friday, 7:30, I made the reservations.
Right.
Boom. That's a guy right there that, yeah. Ladies, let me let you know the secret. A man that does something like that, he will hold up well if he was rejected.
Right.
So by going off of this, if she didn't show up, he's gonna let that roll off his back.
Yeah.
It's almost not even asking her if she wanted to go, or more asking her if she wanted to go. And if she, let's say she didn't show up, mm-hmm. he would have been like, he'd have been cool. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't have made a big deal about it, nothing like that. Right. That's what I'm getting from what she posted. Because if I was in that situation and I said, we had just started talking, texting, whatever, I said, boom, Friday, 7:30, I made the reservations. Boom. That's almost like shit. I mean, well, if you don't have to feel obligated to come, mm-hmm. but if you want to come, it's almost like saying, this is where I'll be.
Right.
If you want to get to know. So if you don't, I'm not going to be tripping.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So, I mean, she talking about authoritative. That's not how I looked at it.
Correct.
I'll say that. I looked at it as him almost just giving her a choice. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be here eating. If you'd like to join me, you can join. That's how I'm looking at it.
Right.
So,
just like that.
Whole authoritative shit. I'm not buying that.
He didn't say you either be here or else. You know, he didn't lay down the gauntlet. Either you show up or don't call me. You know, are you serious about this or not? No, he just threw it out there and was like, hey, this is what this looks like, A, B, and C. It is what it is. Like you said, if you come, cool. If not, not going to hold it against you. But it is what it is. No. And go from there.
I'm saying. And as much as a lot of y'all complain about being indecisive and shit, you would think y'all would appreciate some shit like this. Right. Because too many of y'all be like, I'm tired of having a plan shit, or I'm tired of him asking me out on a date and then asking me what I want to do. Then you complain when you see something like this. Shut the fuck up. Right. Go kick rocks barefoot.
But that's the thing. With some women, you can't win for losing. It could be the perfect date. It could be the date any and everywhere that they wanted to go, but at the same time, it's still not enough. No. You know, because even if he was like, hey, where would you want to go? What does that look like? All right, let's try that. We could do that. Follow up. Da-da-da. Why didn't he just decide? Why didn't he just tell her, I don't want to do that. Then the movie is so old. I want to talk. It would have been something. First dates, setups is different, and it's always something. You'll never be able to satisfy any and everybody when it comes down to first dates. Hell, some people feel like first date, you supposed to spend $200, $300 on concert tickets or some shit on the first date. I'll be the first one to tell you, no. Hell no.
You must be out your rabbit ass mind if you
For
didn't
real.
spend that much on fucking a first date.
It's just not gonna happen.
Shit.
It's just not gonna happen. Period. Only way I'm spending that's like, I ain't yeah. If it's a concert she always wants to go to, one chick, you damn right, I'll drop it out hands down easily, no problem. But if you're expecting a man to kick out $200, $300 on a first date for tickets, now some women be like, "Oh, you just say that because you ain't got it." No, I got it. That ain't no problem.
Because what's
That
the
ain't
new?
no problem.
Because especially nowadays, what's the new thing everybody
Yeah.
is saying? Tell me you broke without telling me you broke.
Yeah,
They ain't got nothing to do with it.
not at all. Period.
I'll fucking buy fucking tickets for you and all your friends.
Mhm. And
I can do that in a heartbeat.
won't lose an ounce of sleep about it. But at the same time,
Why the fuck would I do that on a first fucking date?
that's because I'm looking at like I always say, any type of talk, any type of conversation, any type of interaction is an investment. It's an exchange. At the same time, it has to be an equivalent exchange.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it ain't just gonna be one-sided all the way through, regardless if it's first date, second date, third date, all the way through. So if that, it has to be, you want something in return. Don't need sex, but your conversation skills better be out this world.
Mm-hmm.
Your motherfucking intelligence better be on point. You gonna have to bring something that is gonna captivate me to make that a reality. So,
And chances are for me, like for my first date process,
Mhm.
chances are if I'm even considering going on a first date, we've already built up some kind of rapport conversation wise, meaning we've texted or talked on the phone at least a little bit to make me even want to think about going on the first date. So then after that, it gets to, obviously, when applicable, I try to learn as much as I can about a chick before even going on that first date.
exactly.
Because I'll admit it, I got alpha male syndrome.
Mhm.
I like to take charge.
Right.
So if you agree to go on a date with me, if I ask you out, say, hey, what are you doing Friday at 7?
Right.
She's like, nothing. You want to do something? Say no more. Friday 7, I got it all covered.
Mhm.
I'll plan everything.
Right.
But it comes from, at that point, it comes from the rapport that I built with her, what I've gotten to know about her.
Mm-hmm.
Because one chick, I might just do dinner, maybe go to a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But this chick might do something. It depends on what I've gotten to know about her,
Exactly.
when applicable. Because,
Right.
again, you may not get to know that much about a chick. Let's say if you're on, I don't know, like maybe you start chopping it up on Tinder or Bumble or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they don't really have much in their profile. Y'all just kind of make plans to go grab a drink or something like that.
Right.
But if you got some kind of rapport, y'all finally actually make plans to go out, then it could be a little bit different, your first date preparation. It varies with each,
Right.
case by case basis. Shit. So
Makes sense.
so some chick might say, I get tired, I don't want to do dinner and a movie, this and that. Well, chances are, if I've had enough time to chop it up with you and talk to you about that, then I'll already know that. So I'll come up with something different, not just maybe we go putt-putt.
Right.
Or something different, not
Mhm.
different, not dinner and a movie. It's case by case basis. It depends by, whatever
The
you get to
person.
learn about it.
That makes sense.
That's how I operate.
Right.
I'm not just gonna do the traditional go to dinner. All I ask is that it's something where we can actually have conversation. I typically don't really like to do movies
Mhm.
on a first date unless it's accompanied with dinner, something we can, or doing something where we can actually hold a conversation.
Right.
I don't typically like doing movies on a first date because I want to get to learn about you and talk with you. I can only do that by talking with you.
Right.
I can't fucking learn nothing but the inside of your ear because you're sitting right next to me, like, or how you act during a movie. That's really all I can learn.
Right.
If you go to a fucking movie. So movies aren't really my bag unless it's accompanied with something that we can have conversation to.
I agree. That is why I feel like you can never go wrong with the basis of at least dinner and drinks, because everybody likes to eat,
Mm-hmm.
and for the most part, a lot of people like to drink. I ain't gonna say everybody like to drink, but a lot of people like to drink. Give you the opportunity to be loose, let your guard down, eat, enjoy each other's company, then go from there.
Hell, even by default, People need to eat. I'm like, you gotta eat, right? It's like shit.
That's
Like,
mandatory,
you
right?
Shit. So fuck it. You gotta eat. I like to eat. So let's go eat.
Let's go eat. It's just like that. Just like that. You say by default.
I'm saying, shit, gotta eat. Shit,
You make a damn good
gotta
point.
Eat,
You
what
make a
Tupac
good-
say. Gotta eat to live. Shit.
Because you can't live off of love alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's not possible. So no, I totally feel you on that.
Yeah. So some of y'all ladies just need to. Y'all need to figure it out. You want a man to take action, but when it comes time, you don't want a man to actually be a man. Stop it.
Right.
Stop contradicting yourself. Just sit the fuck back. Shut up. Let that man
Enjoy.
take control.
Enjoy it. Just kick back. Because the thing is that I know a lot of people, specifically professional women, that, believe it or not, enjoy that approach. Because they are alpha females as well. And with that, they are constantly have to take charge, whether it's at their job, whether it is with friends, whether it is in relationships. They are constantly the dominant one that has to take charge. Got kids, got to take care of the kids.
They don't want to do it in a relationship.
They don't. It gives them the opportunity to be like, okay, shit, I ain't got to worry about this. This doesn't feel like work. This doesn't feel like a burden. He got this. I'm able to actually just relax and finally go with the flow. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, I'm not sure what made me put this in my notes. I'm sure it's probably something I saw on Twitter, because that honestly is where I get a lot of my notes from, because y'all motherfuckers on Twitter be wild.
Mm-hmm.
And Twitter is probably the most underrated social media app out there.
Right.
In my opinion. I know everybody's, Instagram ain't going nowhere. Everybody loves Instagram because there's, you don't have to read really on Instagram.
Right.
You just look at the pictures and that'd be that. And then everybody loves TikTok.
Oh, man,
Watch
look.
the videos on TikTok. But Twitter is my favorite. It's literally my favorite app. I can
Man,
waste
likewise.
hours
Likewise.
on Twitter.
Easily.
I can waste hours just looking at what's trending on
Yes.
Twitter.
Because it's always something.
Mm-hmm.
People on Twitter never cease to amaze you with either the stuff they post or the dumb shit that's on there. And it's real quick. You could get the opinions, the posts and the opinions right up underneath it expeditiously. So, yeah, Twitter is mine too. I'm always checking it.
It's my shit. So I'm pretty sure this is where I got that from. If not, I don't really give a shit, because
It is what it is.
I don't know. It's been in here for a while. We haven't recorded in a while. But the question is, should you keep your fuck buddy on call if you are in the talking stage with someone? To break this down, I guess first we have to establish what exactly is the talking stage. Where does that fall in line with in the spectrum of relationships?
Right. Because talking is very... I feel like you have to get that understanding with the person that you're talking to if you're in that stage. Whether that means, hey, we're just talking, so what is your definition of talking? Then you get that clear understanding, because a man's assumption of talking can be very different from a woman's, and vice versa. So if that is still open to the point to where, we could still talk, chop it up, with other people, and there's no repercussions or there's no hard feelings, well then, it's perfectly fine. But if talking means exclusivity, which means I'm talking to you and I don't want you talking to nobody else.
Yeah. Don't mean that to me.
That is the thing, because that is the thing.
That's how it goes. That's why you have to get that clarification.
That clarification is highly important. Them shades of gray means quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to have that, you have to have those discussions, have to have that communication, have to be able to present those topics specifically in the beginning. That way you're traveling down the same path, the same road, the same intersection together. Or do you need to find an exit road and veer off? So that would be my thing with it. You have to be able to have an understanding right then and there.
Got to. So for me, for the question, honestly, I guess it all just depends on, again, this actually comes back to communication.
Mm-hmm.
knowing the situation with your fuck buddy.
Right.
Have you and your fuck buddy had that conversation that you are literally just fuck buddies, that y'all just smash and that's it?
Right.
Have y'all had that conversation? Because I do not want to be in that situation where I got somebody I'm smashing, and then I think it's one thing, they think it's another.
Right.
And then I tell them, they be like, "Oh, hey, what you up to?" "I'm going on a date." With who?
Exactly.
Who you gonna? No, no.
They gonna
No,
put
no,
it
no,
out there.
no, 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 no.
Nah, they feel like that should be the case.
No. So, any kind of relationship you have, it always comes back to communication.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the situation may be, whether it's y'all are just friends, whether y'all are fucking, whether y'all are, what's it called, sneaky links,
Right.
or y'all are actually dating in a relationship. If you're not communicating, it's doomed.
Very much so.
One way or the other.
That is true.
That has to be fucking communicated with. You have to talk this shit out.
Right.
So, in that, me personally, if it's somebody I'm just talking to, I have no problem having my fuck buddy on call.
Mm-hmm.
If we are just talking, because for me, talking, I guess if I have to establish all of this shit,
Right.
it's talking, seeing each other, and then actually dating.
Got you.
Because if I'm seeing you, I could potentially be seeing somebody else too.
Mm-hmm.
And I will feel good about myself and won't think twice about the shit. Dating is where, for me, where it gets to being exclusive.
Right.
Where, okay, I'm putting everything else on hold. If it said, should you keep your fuck buddy on call if you're dating somebody, I say no.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're just talking, I don't have no problem with that.
Right.
I have no problem, whatever the talking stage entails, whether y'all are hanging out for the first time or whatever, I would have no problem hanging out with you and then going and busting some draws down after we're done hanging out.
Just like that.
Not going to have any fucking problem with that.
Period.
As long as I've already communicated this shit with what it is, so that they know what the fuck the shit is. Because I ain't trying to be up in that situation. I know y'all get in that situation a lot because y'all don't fucking talk.
Right.
Y'all sitting here fucking laying down with this motherfucker. They thinking they in a whole relationship.
Facts.
And you just doing your best shit.
Mm-hmm.
Living your chance to rap a best life. And thinking everything is all good in the neighborhood. They run around and told their whole family, I got this, this person I've been seeing with for a long time, I'm gonna bring them by, this and that. And they over here laying down with any and everybody they can find. And
just like that.
Communicate. Talk about it.
You have to. It has to be brought up. Communication rules the nation. Now, even if you communicate and you're not on the same wavelength, that is understandable. That happens.
Mm.
Even if you may see or feel one way about certain things, and the person that you're talking to or your fuck buddy see things the same or in a different way, at least it's out on the table. At least it is presented to where, okay, you could decide, okay, what happens from here. That is only fair. So communication has to be absolutely the number one thing. That is the first and foremost thing. Got to be able to convey where we headed. What does that look like? Do we agree on this definition of this? How do we proceed from here? Then you go from there.
Most of them. Anything relationship related always comes back to communication.
Yes.
So obviously you're not in that situation, but
Correct.
If you're talking with somebody, are you putting your fuck buddy on hold?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's all I got.
That's it. No, that's just the case. Thankfully, again, I'm happily not in that situation. I do enjoy where I'm at. But if I had to say, no.
I wouldn't even put them on hold if I'm smashing the person I'm talking to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not putting them on hold. Then.
Right.
I don't have a reason to.
Because it's
We're not
already been
exclusive.
established.
We're not even at that level yet.
Right.
We start dating, I ain't have no problem. It's not even about, if I could or not. I could shut it down. We always say this. I could put everybody on, just shut it all down with everybody else tomorrow. If I was to meet a chick, we can ready to step out after it.
Right.
I can meet a chick right now. If I was ready to just shut it down, I could shut it down like that.
Exactly. That's just like with Man and Angelica. once we got to that point, didn't have a problem. Did not have a problem at all, period. And when somebody asked me, I told them the reason why, just like I tell them now. I'm with somebody. Point blank, period. Are you, no, I'm good. I'm straight. Not finna do it. Not fence to do it. So, like you say, people make it seem like it's so difficult to where when you smashing different people, you talking to different people, that is going to be carried over into the relationship that you're trying to establish moving forward. If you really care about that person, you know how to say, you know what, appreciate it, but I'm good, or let me tell you the reason why, and go on about your business. So, no, I'm right there with you. Straight. Just like how people drink it. Oh, you drink every day. Could I drink every day? Yes, but I don't. Prefer the weekends. Prefer to do it with people that I enjoy doing it with. So to be able to just stop cold turkey, do it overnight. Won't bother me at all.
Mm-hmm.
So right there with you on that, champ.
100%. Yeah, about all I got.
Right
Shit.
on.
It's just about all I got. Shit. Yeah. I need to look up the NBA draft date, even though I don't want to be.
Say what you're gonna watch it and record it and watch it again.
If it goes the way I want it to, yeah. But the way we're cursed right now, this shit is like the fucking curse of the Bambino. I swear.
It is pretty
like,
jacked up.
This
like
shit
I say,
is.
could be worse. You could be a Giants fan.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sad.
Yeah.
On so many levels.
Y'all know who you are.
Yeah, you know I mean,
it's a couple of you.
Just throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I talk to one pretty much every day.
I mean, she did mention about changing some things, and
we're gonna and then we're gonna see another one in Austin in about a month for her birthday.
True.
I'm gonna give her all kind of hell about that too.
Unfortunately,
being a Giants fan is childish. I swear.
It is.
Grow up.
Do something with your life. Damn it! I'm sorry for you guys. Fix it, Jesus.
Only he can.
That's it.
Only he can. But all I got though.
That's all I got, Brody.
Let's see. Last bit of advice since we haven't done it for a while.
True.
I'm trying to think. I don't really have nothing off the top of my head. I'm gonna just freestyle some shit.
Go for it.
If you got anything. Shit. I guess my biggest thing to stick with the theme of this episode, fellas. Don't be afraid to take charge. Just take charge.
Mm-hmm.
If she don't like it, that's on her. Take charge. Show you a man.
Right.
Show you gonna wear some pants.
Right.
and take charge. Plan some shit. You know.
Throw it out there. Rock with it.
It goes with because I feel like doing that. It goes hand in hand with confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Is a huge thing.
Yes.
Now, the response that girl gave is almost like she almost seems weak-willed.
Mm-hmm.
Those women that get those alpha men, they they don't take it as like how she took it.
Right.
They find that attractive because that goes hand in hand with oh shit, I didn't have to do nothing. He planned all this.
Take care of
all I got to do is show up. Bet.
That's it.
Even the most alpha females will, you know what I mean?
Roll with it. They gonna roll with it.
They gonna go. So, fellas, if you one of them dudes that don't plan shit and see what happens.
Very much.
See what happens. See how much that changes shit.
A lot.
That's my advice.
Mine will be on a communication tip. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I say communication, that don't mean just any type of throw it off type of shit. That don't mean you just out there gutter with it. Nah. What I mean by that is that say how you feel, throw it out there. It may not be pretty, it may not be perfect, but it is something to where it's a talking point. It's a starting point, and then you can get on the same page after that. It could be some misconceptions. It could be reading the room a totally different way, but you can't keep it on the inside. Throw it out there. Ask for forgiveness if you feel like you stepped on toes. Then proceed forward from there to the point to where you can walk lockstep and key and move forward. That would be my thing. Throw it out there, communicate, get on the same page. Like I say, same lane, same street, same intersection, same interstate, all of that shit. Then you decide whether or not you got to veer off. Probably still head to the same direction, but take a different route. But at the same time, you have to communicate. That's the end game. Be on the same page communication-wise.
All right. Y'all heard it here. pay attention. This is all we're trying to do. We're only trying to help y'all.
That's it.
That was the whole point of this podcast.
That's it.
When we were sitting around talking shit, and we came up with the idea to do this, it literally was to help y'all. We own our shit.
Yeah,
we know what the fuck we doing.
Just like
We
that.
wouldn't be up here if we didn't know what the fuck we were talking about.
That's the truth.
Not saying we know everything,
No.
but we fucking know a lot of shit.
Fact.
Pick up what we putting down.
Please.
We're here for you.
Yes.
Even though we don't like you, we're here for you.
That says a lot. That says a lot. We may not like you, but we're still here. Because guess what? A lot of people ain't, but we are.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck with us, ride with us, enjoy us. That's all I got on that.
Cool. Well, we about to go drink.
Yep.
So on that note, I don't know what fucking episode this is. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Trust us.
70 something.
Yeah.
I know that.
Bing. Just like that.
But yeah, as always, it's your boy, Bad Guy P-Mac. We back.
Yep. And it's your boy, the walking holiday He-Man, like we ain't never left.
Talk about it. We're going to go ahead and let a little bit of this ride out because I don't like the way this sounds. And you know, I'm big on my ear about shit. So it doesn't sound right to me. So we'll let it ride out a little bit. But yeah, we
Go
got to get
with
the
it.
fuck up out of here. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.